Hi there guys, and welcome to the first ever co-op career mode on this channel. Today I am doing a collaboration with FoxyDude98. I will be leaving his YouTube channel and any links he wants me to leave in the description below. So today the idea is that I am in the Mclaren and FoxyDude98 is in the Ferrari. So what we will be trying to do is get both cars up the grid and see who can get to be in the best car fastest, essentially. Please make sure guys to leave a comment in the comment section letting me know what you thought of this video and what you would like to see in the future from this channel, just to give me an idea of what sort of content you would like to see on the channel. So in today's episode we will be heading to the Bahrain Grand Prix for today's opener, and we will be doing a one-shot qualifying followed by a 25% race format, just to make it a little bit shorter so it's not as long. And yeah, so here we are here for one-shot qualifying of the Bahrain Grand Prix, and as you can see, going for the soft tyre as is usual in qualifying. So here we are heading down towards the start finish line to open up the lap, and here is just all about at turn one, looking for that all important braking point and hitting it perfectly to hit the apex of turn one. A very tight corner to try and make through turn two now as we go up the gears, 6th, 7th, and going down this straight, using that DRS to go down faster and hit the braking spot into this corner and run out wide, which is a little bit difficult. Running through this complexion of corners now, very easy to make a mistake, as I have there made a mistake, as you can see everyone. And now heading in through the second sector now, as we've just finished the first, and down into what I think is the trickiest corner of the track, this very difficult left-hander, and heading onto the back straight now, using the DRS to try and pick up any extra time that we possibly can. And here we go, hitting that braking point perfectly. That is perfect. Here we are now coming towards the end of the second sector through this sweeping right hand corner. Very important to spot your braking here and make the apex. We just about do that, and here we go, heading on to the penultimate straight of the lap, heading into the last corner. Very important again, as with Bahrain, to get all of these braking zones correct to get a good launch out of the final corner. And here we go, coming up to the line now. Where will we finish in qualifying? Let's see. I think that was a very good lap. Let's see where we are on the grid and in comparison to Foxy Dude. Where will we be? So here's the moment of truth, just waiting for the classification now, and here we go. So for the race, a very interesting grid with Valtteri Bottas on pole position, followed by the two Red Bulls of Perez and Verstappen, Hamilton 4th, me myself in 5th position. A very good qualifying. I felt like that lap was very hooked up. 6th Charles Leclerc, 7th Lando Norris, 8th Pierre Gasly, and Foxy Dude posting the 9th quickest time in qualifying. I think he'll be a little bit disappointed with that, but hopefully he can make up for that in the race and we can have a good battle throughout the race. And just rounding out the top 10 is Fernando Alonso, and as you can see there, Vettel, Tsunoda, Stroll and Ocon making up the rest of the top 14. So I think there's a big opportunity for us to score some big points in the race and hopefully pull out a bit of a gap on Foxy Dude. So yeah, a very good start for McLaren and getting a little bit of the edge on Ferrari early on in the season here by the looks of it. And so now here we come into the Bahrain Grand Prix. Starting in P5 for McLaren with my teammate Lando Norris, starting P7, and well, you already know the starting grid, so I think we will just skip well on past that, and yeah, just head straight to the grid. So here we go, on to the grid we go. So in terms of strategy for today, the fastest strategy I believe, and as you can see there, will be the one stop from soft tyres onto mediums, and yeah, no real issue about that. By far the clearest strategy, the fastest strategy. And here we go, leading on to the race. 5 lights and away we go. Good start from us, using that ERS to get up the gears, and we're already past Lewis Hamilton into 4th place. Heading through the gears now, using that ERS, and we send it straight down the inside, lick the stamp and send it, and we're actually into 1st place coming out of turn 1. I did not expect that at the start of the Grand Prix, and now we're trying to get any sort of advantage over Valtteri Bottas. It is crucial at this stage to try and get out of DRS. Seeing Foxy Dude 98 just get past Lewis Hamilton there for 5th position, it's very important to try and get away and not get in a DRS train early on here, and that's exactly what we're trying to do. Here we are now, heading into the 2nd sector, trying to hold off Valtteri Bottas in the Mercedes, coming down towards the back straight now, and it's important to get a very good exit to hold off the Mercedes. The Mercedes are rapid in a straight line, closing the gap all the time. He's right on our tail, Valtteri Bottas, but crucially too far back to make the move, and we hold on to P1 for now. But how much longer can we hold on in our McLaren against the superior Mercedes-Benz? And both Red Bulls looking very feisty as well. Behind in 3rd and 4th, Perez and Verstappen. Foxy Dude 98 in 5th place, starting to gain in on us 4. But yeah, early on, looking good for us, as Bottas has a little bit of a look down the inside there, but unable to make a move. And as a result, that has meant that he's dropped back a little bit from us. But heading on to the front straight, here we go, and we're holding on to P1 for turn 1 here, setting the fastest lap of the race, coming across the line first. And now here we go, seeing if we have the pace to hold off this train behind us. I'll let all of you hear the engine for this lap, as we are about to hopefully set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. So here you go, guys.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up.
And there you go, guys. This is the fastest lap of the race so far. We've just posted a 1:29.2, and looking like we're having the pace early on here to hold off those behind us. But let's see for how much longer we can actually do that in this race. And here we go, now coming on to lap 4. And Valtteri Bottas is right up behind our papaya orange McLaren as he makes a move to the inside of the track. We give him a bit of a cheeky squeeze, and breaking down into turn 1, Valtteri Bottas takes the lead of the Bahrain Grand Prix as we follow him through turns 2, turns 3, picking up the DRS, getting in the slipstream. Here we go now, on the run up, and round the outside of Valtteri Bottas we go. Oh, but Valtteri Bottas has been spun out. And I do actually think that that is our fault there, as well as Valtteri Bottas's. We gave him a bit of a squeeze too much and should have given him some more room, in my opinion. But likewise for Valtteri Bottas, I think that maybe if he would have backed off from the attempt, that we both would have got through the corner successfully. But yeah, I think I would class it as one of those racing incidents that it was nobody's fault massively, and yeah, I think that was very unfortunate for Bottas. Hopefully his race is not completely ruined. But anyway, here we go. On the charge, Foxy Dude 98 up behind us now, heading to the end of the 2nd sector as we go into the sweeping right-hander. And out of it, here we go. And Foxy Dude is applying a lot of pressure here, coming to the final corner, sorry. And here we go, Foxy Dude 98 weaving. And here we go, heading into the last corner, but we've spun the car, revving up the engine and lighting up the rear wheels. We've spun round and we've taken some wing damage, and that means we have to come straight into the pits a lap earlier than actually scheduled to come into the pits, and this is just going to absolutely slow myself down, and I believe Foxy Dude as well, because I think he actually took wing damage as well in that, hitting my car. So both of us are slightly hampered pitting before the actual pit window, but crucially, as you can see, Foxy Dude has come out on medium tyres, whereas on my car I've been given hard compound tyres. So
Look after these tyres
it
now.
looks like
We won't
Foxy
finish
Dude
the
will
race
have
on this
a
compound.
pace advantage for the foreseeable future in the race with those softer compound tyres, but will they last in comparison to my tyres? We are about to find out. And here we are heading on to lap number 7. Lewis Hamilton coming straight past us as he's come out of the pits on fresh mediums, and so has Valtteri Bottas. The man from earlier has rejoined in front of us because of our wing change, and Valtteri Bottas and Lewis Hamilton, line of stern Mercedes in front of me as we've taken off our second front wing of the race, crashing into the back of Lewis Hamilton there. Such reckless driving from myself, and that means again that we are due for another pit stop in this race, making it our second stop of the Grand Prix, and this will put us way out behind the rest of the field, way into last place, and I think it will be very, very difficult to come away with any sort of points from this Grand Prix now. Meanwhile, Foxy Dude, I believe, is in the top 5 at this point in the race. So a lot of points we are losing to him in the championship and in the constructors. A lot of points that McLaren are losing to Ferrari today, because I also think that Leclerc is doing very well in the race also. So extra pressure for me in this Grand Prix to try and do anything possible to try and claim some ground back. But we are out on brand new soft tyres to hopefully close the gap and see what we can do. So here we go. Heading on to lap number 9. We are pushing onwards with this Grand Prix and just trying to see what we can do. So trying to set purple sectors, purple laps, and see how much we can close up to the cars ahead. Albeit they are running a lot slower than us, especially being on worn mediums at this point in the race. But yeah, it should be pretty easy task to catch up to those in front of us, and just, yeah, we'll see how far we can get really. And as we come across the line, you can see that we've set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. As here we are now on lap 11 of the Grand Prix, having caught up to the back of Mazepin, and a move we are about to make for P19, and we are no longer at the back of the order, going past Mazepin quite easily, and in the braking zone here, finishing off the move, heading into the front straight, pulling away from Mazepin, using a little bit of ERS to try and get away from the Haas driver, and looking forward to P18, who is Yuki Tsunoda, on the medium tyres. As now you catch me on board for the last lap of the Grand Prix here in Bahrain. It won't be any points today, but we do have a cluster of cars up in front of us. I believe a train of 4 cars leading up to P12, I think it is. But as we come off the curb, we've spun round, and that is the third mistake we've made in this Grand Prix, losing our front wing twice and pushing too hard on the last lap to catch those cars in front. We've spun on the curb and lost all of our ground that we covered earlier, But here we come through the last corner to claim P19, and a very disappointing race from my point of view. Across the line and we pick up P19, and I'm very, very disappointed with that race result. So many mistakes. If I didn't make those mistakes, I honestly think I would have finished in the top 5, which I believe is where Foxy Dude finished. So yes, looking at the final standings, it's a Red Bull 1-2, Max Verstappen and Perez. 3rd and 4th for Ferrari, so they had a very good race. Foxy Dude getting 3rd, convincingly beating me today.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everyone at the team.
The fans really seem to enjoy that. You made it look easy. It looks like you've really been focusing on...
Why do you think you weren't as quick as your teammate today?
It wasn't the cleanest race today, was it? Well, here's hoping they're working hard to find some improvements.
I personally thought those questions asked by Claire was a little bit insulting. But anyway, we move and on to the R&D development, where we are looking to strengthen the car and try and take some performance gain over Ferrari and Foxy Dude. As you can see currently, we are doing pretty well in the vehicle performance comparison chart. Just looking to do some upgrades at the moment to make the car faster. As you can see, we are joint 3rd in the table there, and here we are looking to see what we can put some more upgrades on. And as we sim through to collect our weekly resources, and hopefully we are able to collect our upgrades without any failing. That is the best case scenario. But of course, the first upgrade we do, and the second as well, wow, both upgrades have failed. Not a good start for us at McLaren. Both have failed.
So the entire
which means we have to go back into the R&D tree.
Any redevelopments will need to be ordered from the R&D
and try and rectify those wrongs, just recorrecting them, so that hopefully we will have them for future Grand Prix. We are now left with 455 resource points, and I think that is it for the video, guys. So if you liked the video, please make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I will leave Foxy Dude's channel link and any other links he would like me to leave down in the description. Till next time.